So yesterday, Search for Squarepants got its world premiere, and well, we got some early reactions from people, but we didn't get too many reactions, which I was shocked about. There was a lot of people at this event, but in terms of the reactions that I only have like three from like three people, and that's pretty much it. But let's take a look at some of these over here. The SpongeBob movie Search for Squarepants is yet another hilarious swashbuckling adventure with our favorite sea sponge, just as goofy as always, this time with a story about how to be big and bravery can look many different ways. Is it anything new for SpongeBob? No, but it works really well. There are actually some decently scary moments for a SpongeBob movie as the crew explores the underworld. That was a nice touch. The SpongeBob movie Search for Squarepants may not revolutionize the franchise or justify its existence beyond providing another enjoyable SpongeBob adventure, but it's a lighthearted and entertaining ride. I quite enjoyed it overall. And the final one comes from this guy, and it was actually an article that he posted on Twitter about his review. If you were hoping the SpongeBob movie Search for Squarepants would change the game for the franchise, you might be a little let down. That said, it's still pretty hilarious, and at least it's as funny as the last few films, with plenty of genuine laugh-out-loud moments that are best enjoyed with a crowd. Plus, we got Mark Hamill as a pirate. What more do you want? Then they go on to list the good and some of the negative. The good. The latest SpongeBob adventure is just as fun, just as full of absurd laughs as you would hope. This time, it takes our undersea friends on a swashbuckling adventure alongside the Flying Dutchman, which allows for some fun scares as far as the SpongeBob movie goes, and it has a sweet message about bravery. Outside of Mark Hamill as a pirate, there's nothing much in this SpongeBob movie that we haven't seen before. And that was all the reactions we got. There were more people at this event, but we only got like a tiny bit of what some people thought, and the general consensus here is that people enjoyed it. They thought it was a fun enough SpongeBob adventure and said that it had a great message about bravery, which I'm actually really excited to see what they're going to do with that part, because like with Sponge Out of Water, I love that message of teamwork, and I think it really contributed greatly to Plankton's character arc in the film. And if this is about bravery, and they say that this is about a coming-of-age story, then this is probably going to be associated with mainly SpongeBob, which I'm curious how are they going to do that. However, they do say the negatives here is that the film kind of just serves nothing new for the franchise, which has been my biggest problem with SpongeBob recently. I haven't seen a lot of the modern seasons, but in terms of the movies, it feels like they're running out of ideas, or at least they're not doing a whole lot that's new. Like every SpongeBob movie at this point has done the Bikini Bottoms in Peril story, and apparently this film, I thought they weren't going to do that, but it seems like with the whole underworld thing, Bikini Bottom's in danger of going in the underworld, which means they're going to do a Bikini Bottom's in danger story for like the 5th or 6th time, which, yeah, I can understand people saying this film doesn't really do anything new. And that's really been my biggest problem with SpongeBob for a long time, is that it just feels like they're not creating anything much new. What people are saying good too is they do like the underworld, and there are some like decently scary moments, at least as far as SpongeBob would go, and that's something I did like about the trailers is the underworld. This does look far more different than anything we've seen in SpongeBob before, with all of these creatures and all these like really grand and scary looking backgrounds, and they do look really nice. It's just sad that so many people are saying that this film kind of just serves nothing new for the franchise, which is unfortunate. But the reactions coming out of this are still pretty good, but it's clear that a lot of people are not loving it. So yeah, those are the first reactions for Search for Squarepants, and so what do you guys think?